Hello dear children, today we are back again with our chapter 5, that is understanding elementary shapes, and today we are going to start with the exercise 5.8. Okay, so here in this exercise the all of the discussion about polygons. So polygons are such shapes which are having a specific number of line segments along with a closed figure. Okay, some line segments will be there and they will make a closed figure. Okay, so that it can be called as a polygon. It will have minimum number of line segments, that will be 3. Minimum number of line segments is 3. Okay, so after that, if it is 4, if the number of line segments is 4, then it will also be called as a polygon as well as a quadrilateral. If it is 5, then it will be called as a polygon as well as a pentagon. If it is 6, then also it will be called as a polygon as well as a hexagon. If it is 7, then it will be called as a polygon as well as a heptagon or septagon. If it is 8, then it will be called as a polygon as well as an octagon. If it is 9, then it will be called as a polygon as well as a nonagon. If it is 10, then it will be called as also a polygon and decagon. We all have already discussed about these number of sides and what are these polygons called as. Okay, now in this question, the first question, it is written, examine whether the following are polygons. Okay, here you can see 4 shapes are given and we have to check whether these given shapes are polygons or not. So the first criteria which must be there for polygons will be a closed figure. Now see, here we cannot see a closed figure, isn't it? It is open in this side and it is also open from this side. Okay, so we cannot call it a polygon. So we will say this is not a polygon. Okay, and here also it is written, if any one among them is not, then say why. This is not a polygon, and why? As I told, that this is not fulfilling the criteria of being a polygon, because for being a polygon it must be a closed figure, but it is not a closed figure. You can see from here and from here this curve is open, or this figure is open. Okay, let's come to the next one. Here it is B. Now B, in question number B, a shape is given which is having 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6 line segments, and which is also making a closed figure. Okay, it means it is fulfilling the criteria of being a polygon, so it will be a polygon. Okay, now in question number C, it is written, this is a shape of a circle. You can see this is a shape of a circle. Now whether it is a polygon or not, we have to determine it. Now in case of being polygon, as we said already, that it will be a bunch of line segments which will form a closed figure. Okay, a specific number of line segments which will form a closed figure. Okay, now this is a closed figure, it's true, but how can we get line segments here? Here we are not getting line segments because here we are getting the carved lines. Here we are not getting the line segments. That's why we can't call it a polygon. Okay, so for being a polygon we must need line segments. Here we are getting lines, but it is a carved line. Okay, for making a circle we need a carved line or an arc. Okay, that's why we can't call it a circle as a polygon. Okay, now for this one, here also we are getting 2 line segments but 1 carved line. Okay, all the sides of the polygon must be different line segments. Okay, so here you can see 2 line segments we are getting, but this one is a carved line. That's why it will also not be a polygon. Okay, so in this way, by only the definition knowing properly, we will be able to say that whatever the shapes will be given for us will be a polygon or not. Now I am giving 2 or 3 shapes to you all. You will say whether this will be a polygon or not. This is question number 1. This is question number 2. This is question number 3. These 3 will be your homework. You will draw these 3 figures and you will say whether these 3 figures are polygons or not. Okay, obviously this is also a line segment. Okay, so don't be confused over there. This is a figure and this is a, all of these are line segments. Let's come to the next question. Now here in this question it is written, name each polygon. Okay, so here are some polygons given. You can see all these are closed figure as well as made up of line segments. So by counting the number of line segments, we will be able to see that what is the name of this polygon. Okay, now let's count for the first one. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 sides are there. Okay, so 4 sides means it will be quadrilateral. We have already discussed in my previous video. Okay, 4-sided closed figure means a quadrilateral. Now this one, 1, 2 and 3. This is a 3-sided polygon. It means it will be a triangle. Let's count for this. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This polygon has 5 line segments. So it will be called as a pentagon. Okay. Now for this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 line segments are there for making this polygon. So this polygon will be called as an octagon. Okay. In the question it is written, make 2 or more examples of each of these. Okay. So you have understood already that how does a polygon make and how to make it and how many line segments are needed for making a specific polygon. Okay, it may be decagon, it may be dodecagon, it may be quadrilateral, it may be septagon, heptagon, anything it can be. Okay, so you will draw 2 pictures of polygon. Obviously they will be other than these 4 and this will be your homework. Okay, don't draw only these 4 or any one of these 4. Okay, you will draw something different and you will draw 2 pictures like that. Okay, now let's come to the next question. Now in this question it is written, draw a rough sketch of a regular hexagon connecting the any 3 of its vertices. Draw a triangle. Identify the type of the triangle you have drawn. Okay, now it has told that you have to draw a rough sketch of a regular hexagon. Regular hexagon means it's all of its sides will be equal. Okay, and all the angles will also be equal. So this may be a rough sketch where we can say that all the sides of this regular hexagon is equal as well as all the angles are equal. Okay, now it is told that any 3 of its vertices you have to connect. Okay, now this one is a vertex, this one is another vertex. Let's join with it. So I am joining it with it. Okay, so I have got a triangle and it is asked in the question that identify the type of the triangle you have drawn. Or you can also draw a hexagon in this way. Okay, and you can also join the 3 vertex of it in this way. First one, second one and third one. Okay, if you do it, it will be better. Okay, so in this case you can see for being a regular hexagon all of its sides are equal in length. Okay, don't do this one. I'm telling don't do this one. Okay, do this one. So as for being a regular hexagon all of its sides are equal, so I have already taken 2 of its sides and we have joined two vertices. Okay, so these two sides are equal in length. Okay, and this is a triangle which is forming now. Okay, so this will be an isosceles triangle. Instead of this, you can also do this one. This one. So here also these two sides are of equal in length, and this is forming which is a isosceles triangle. So whatever our question in the question it is given that draw a rough sketch of a regular hexagon connecting any three of its vertices, draw a triangle. So we have connected three vertices of its 1, 2 and 3, and we have drawn this isosceles triangle. Okay. Now for doing this, we are joining four vertices. See, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so this picture will not be allowed. We need to join only three vertices of it. 1, 2 and 3. So this one will also be counted if we take this one, this figure. Okay, so we will not draw this one. We will draw only this one and this one or anything else by joining only three vertices. Okay. So for making a regular hexagon with the help of these, first we will draw a horizontal line, then we will draw a vertical line. Okay, now taking a specific radius, suppose I am taking this one only, this much, or let's measure it. Suppose I am taking the radius of 2.5 centimeter. Okay, I am drawing a circle. Okay, I am drawing a circle. Now taking the same measurement, means same radius, we will start drawing some arcs from here. First one, and now here second one, then from here this will be the third one, and here this will be the fourth one. Okay, so four arcs we have drawn which have intersected the circle in the circumference. Okay, now let's join them. Now we have joined all the points. Now we can see we have got a hexagon. Now if you measure all of its sides, all of these will be 2.5 centimeter. All of these will be 2.5 centimeter. Means all the sides of this hexagon is equal in length. Okay, and all the angles are also equal. Now this is just for showing you, making you interested in it. Now growing your interest in these topics. Now we will write it here, drawing regular hexagon. And what are the materials we have used? You have already seen that. Let's give it a name: A, B, C, D, E, F. So we will write A, B, C, D, E, F is a regular hexagon. So the first step which we have done, we have taken a specific radius from these two vertical and horizontal lines from their meeting point. Okay, from here. So we have taken this 2.5 centimeter radius. Now we have drawn this circle. You can see a circle is drawn. Now from here, taking the same radius, we have cut this one, and from here also this one. From this point, here also this one, and here also this one, and we have joined all the points, means 1 2 3 4 5 6, we have got 6 points and we have joined them. Okay, in this way we have drawn this regular hexagon. Now let's come to the next question. Now here in question number 4 it is written, draw a rough sketch of a regular octagon. Draw a rectangle by joining exactly 4 of the vertices of the octagon. Now let's draw the rough sketch of the octagon. It will be better if you use pencil and scale instead of this pen. Okay. Now you have to join only 4 points from this, means 4 vertices. So let's join this one and this one. Now see, this has become a rectangle, isn't it? Let's give it a name, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. This is a regular octagon, and by joining the vertices H, C, D and G, we have made a rectangle, that is HCDG. Okay, so let's write it in this way. ABCD EFGH is a regular octagon. Regular octagon means all of its sides will be of equal length, and along with it, by joining the points H, C, D and G, we made a rectangle named HCDG. Okay, now let's come to the next one. Now in question number 5 it is written, a diagonal is a line segment that joins any 2 vertices of the polygon and is not a side. Draw a rough sketch of the pentagon and draw its diagonals. Okay, so let's draw a pentagon. This is a pentagon. Obviously this is a rough sketch because we have not used anything. Now we will join any of its 2 vertices. Okay, let's join it from here, then from here, then from here, then from here, after that from here. Is there any vertices left? Obviously not, because if we are confused by joining the vertices of the pentagon or hexagon, anything, we are unable to understand that how many vertices will be there or how many diagonals can be made. In that case, we know what formula we should use, that is n into n minus 3 divided by 2. This is the formula of number of diagonals of any polygon. So for in case of pentagon, the value of n will be 5. Then let's put the formula here, n into n minus 3 means 5 into 5 minus a divided by 2. So it will be 5 into 2 divided by 2, that will be 5. So we have come to know that there is a specific number of diagonals for this pentagon, that is 5 only. So we can't draw more than 5 diagonals here. So by joining these numbers, these vertices, we have drawn the shape of the pentagon or along with all its diagonals. Okay, now if anyone is willing to do the figure of octagon by the help of compass, just for them I am showing this. Okay, so for doing this, first you need a scale and a compass. Okay, now first step, what we have to do, we will draw a horizontal line. Okay, we have drawn this horizontal line. Next step, we have to bisect this line. Bisect means we have to cut this line into 2 equal shapes. For that, what we have to do? We will take this compass, we will put it at this edge, and we will take almost half or more than half of its length. Now see, we can assume that this can be half of its length, this point, so that we will put the compass here at this edge point, and we will take more than half of its length. Okay, we have taken. Now we will draw this line as well as this line. Okay, then from here also we will draw this line and as well as this arc. Why we are taking this? From here this edge, by assuming more than half of this line's length, we will take an arc here, and from here also we will take the same arc. And from here, taking the same measurement, we will draw an arc here so that the previous arc can be cut by this new arc. And here also we will draw this arc so that the previous arc can be cut by this arc. Okay. Now we will join these 2 points. Okay. So let's join this first. Okay, we have joined. Now we have to make a circle taking the radius this one, means one of the bisected part. Okay, taking this radius, this half portion of this line, we will make one circle. So let's draw this circle. Okay, so the circle is drawn. So by putting the compass here and by taking this radius, we have drawn this circle. Now this is a very easy step. What we have to do? We will just bisect these 4 angles. Now whenever this horizontal line is bisected by this vertical line, all the 4 angles which are made will be of 90 degree. As I said in the directions, see, north, south, east, west. If we draw this one, all these angles will be 90 degree. We have already seen this. Now what we have to do? We have to bisect these 4 90 degree angles. And how to bisect the angles? First step, taking any radius, we will put it here and we will just draw an arc in this way so that these 2 lines will be cut. Okay, now from here, from this point, taking the same radius, we will draw one arc here. From this point, taking the same radius, we will draw one arc here. Okay, and leave it like that. Or else you can also join this. From this point will be joined. So we are joining this. We have joined. Now the same procedure will be applied for this part, and for this part also. Let's do that. Taking the same radius, I am drawing this line again. Okay. Then from this point, one arc will be drawn. From this intersecting point, one more arc will be drawn, so that these 2 arcs will be intersected, and we will draw one more line here by joining these 2 points. Okay. Now for this one also we will do the same by taking the same radius. It is not evident that you have to take the same radius every time, but I am taking for my convenience. I have taken this so that this line and this line will be intersected. See, these are the intersecting points. Now from here we will draw one arc here, and taking the same radius from this point we will draw another arc here, so that these 2 arcs will be intersected, and we are joining this line. Okay, and here also the same method will be applied. So I am doing the same. Already it is done. This one and this line, these 2 lines are already intersected, and taking the same radius, I am drawing this arc here, and taking this from this point I am taking one more arc here, so that these two arcs will be intersected, and I am joining these lines. Means from the center of the circle I am joining this point, already joined. Okay, now what we have to do? Now this is the easiest step. We will join all these points. All these 8 points will be joined. Okay, I'm doing this with the help of pen. If you are willing, you can do it with the pencil. You should do it in the pencil actually. So I'm joining these points so that you can get a regular octagon. Regular octagon means all of its sides will be equal length and all of its angles will also be of equal length. Okay, so this will be the perfect measurement of making an a regular octagon. Okay, so by drawing this circle and also by knowing the method of bisecting a line or bisecting an angle, we have come to know how to draw an octagon, obviously a regular octagon. Okay, in this book it is written that we have to draw the rough sketch. You will also draw the rough sketches also. Those who are willing to learn this, how to make this, for them only I have done this. Okay, so I have drawn this regular octagon. These lines will be joined by yourself only with the help of pencil. Okay, so in this way you can draw the octagon. You can also give it a name. A, all the vertices will be named D, E, F, G and H. Okay, so in this way you can draw the octagon. Now this exercise is completed. Now there may be a problem in question number 2 probably, because it is written that make 2 or more examples of each of these. Means here it is a shape of a quadrilateral. Okay, so you have to draw one quadrilateral only. Okay, you have to draw a quadrilateral in this way but not this shape. You have to draw one triangle but not this shape. You have to draw one pentagon but not this shape. Okay, so you have to draw different shapes for giving the examples. Okay, so this will be also your homework, and keep practicing. I hope all of you have enjoyed this making this regular hexagon and this regular octagon. Okay, so keep practicing, and if you are willing to do it again, please do practice, and but don't waste time for doing this again and again. It is just for your fun. Okay, but doing this we have come to know so many things, how to bisect a line, how to bisect an angle. We have come to know this. Okay, so keep practicing. Bye everyone, stay safe.